In the golden age of martial arts cinema, many actors used their flexibility simply to impress the cameras. But there was one man whose kick wasn't just a visual spectacle, it was a legitimate weapon, feared by stuntmen and Hollywood stars alike. He didn't need wires, editing tricks, or favorable camera angles. His name is Hwang Jang-lee. Born in Japan and raised in South Korea, Hwang didn't begin his journey under the studio lights. He started it in military barracks. As a master of Taekwondo and Tang Soo Do, he trained the South Korean army soldiers and the elite special forces who fought in the Vietnam War. Legend has it that during a real life-or-death encounter in Vietnam, Hwang knocked out an armed opponent with a single, devastating roundhouse kick to the head. He was a lethal warrior long before he ever became a screen legend. When the Hong Kong film industry discovered Hwang's skills in the 1970s, they knew instantly they had found the definitive antagonist. He wasn't just a minor obstacle for the hero, he was absolute terror personified. In Snake in the Eagle's Shadow and, later, the legendary Drunken master, Hwang Jang-lee brought the ultimate villain to life, facing off against a young Jackie Chan. As the Grandmaster of the Eagle Claw style, or the ruthless Thunderleg, Hwang defied gravity. His quadruple aerial kicks and millimetric precision forced Jackie Chan to reinvent the very nature of action cinema just to survive on screen. Those clashes didn't just cement Jackie Chan as a superstar, they crowned Hwang Jang-lee as the greatest legmaster in the history of Asian cinema. What made Hwang Jang-lee a physical anomaly in cinema was his ability to deliver ballistic kicks. While most fighters needed to anchor their body weight to strike, Hwang could unleash 3 to 4 front and spinning kicks in a single jump, maintaining devastating impact force. His speed was so extreme that Hong Kong directors routinely begged him to hold back his power, as local stuntmen frequently ended shooting days with cracked ribs and broken teeth. Hwang mastered the physics of combat. He utilized his hip rotation with such mastery that he turned his legs into extensions of pure steel. He popularized the 360 and 540-degree jumping spinning kicks long before they became a standard in modern action movies. Hwang Jang-lee's influence shattered the borders of Hong Kong cinema. He starred in dozens of films, directed his own productions, and became a highly revered figure worldwide. In the classic Game of Death 2, he delivered one of the most aesthetically perfect fights in the history of martial arts. But his deepest impact lies in what he passed down to future generations. Hwang was the mentor who helped shape the foundation of stars who dominate today's screens and MMA cages. He brought traditional South Korean Taekwondo philosophy to the world through the biggest showcase available, the movie screen. For true martial arts purists, he wasn't just an actor playing a master. He was the real master, allowing cinema to document his art. Today, holding the prestigious title of Grandmaster and a 9th Dan black belt in Taekwondo, Hwang Jang-lee looks back at his journey with the certainty of a man who rewrote the rules of the game. He proved that true power doesn't need steel wires to fly, only unshakable discipline, pure technique, and an indestructible will. Beyond his memorable characters and visceral combat scenes, he remains in history as the golden standard of the perfect kick, the man who transformed leg movement into the most feared poetry in world cinema. If you respect the history, precision, and overwhelming impact of this true titan of martial arts, leave a like. Subscribe to Planet Earth to keep uncovering the lives of the real warriors who built the history of cinema. And comment below, which of Hwang Jang-lee's kicks impressed you the most? I am Planet Earth, and absolute mastery is our only legacy.